Welcome to FOH. And this week, Kenny, still in lockdown on the beach. If I'm going to be in lockdown, Ken, it's probably the worst place in the world to be, yeah?
Well, I was watching Wales this morning, and yesterday, I actually, if you've ever seen that David Attenborough where the killer whales attacked that humpbacks going north, that was happening out in front. This poor whale was just whatever it was. I don't know whether it was killer whales or big sharks. But
whale whales. I thought you said about fat chicks and burgers. I had no idea.
What?
Sorry.
What are you talking about? This is a family site. I would never do that. What time do you start drinking?
Pretty early. So you got killer whales.
Well, something was this poor whale. It was really being attacked. Wasn't that far offshore. And the only things that would be attacking it would be killer whales or possibly big great whites or something. So
do great whites work together?
I don't think they work together in the same sense as killer whales, but I suspect if one takes a nip and there's blood, then they're all in.
There's no shortage of whales.
No, I've seen hundreds this year for sure, but
that's why you're not catching any fish, Ken. You're not catching any fish because of the whales.
They're a bit further out.
Where does this go? Today, folks, we're actually we're covering the big issues. We're doing a cigar which Ken's not going to like. I mean, it's the reason, it's the Ken's of this world. Because it's not big enough for you. You screwed up your nose before. You screwed up your nose before when I said we're going to do the Monte.3. It's a Monte.3. It's ESL, November 18. The reason Coronas are disappearing is for people like him, right? It's due specifically to people like him. They think they're too thin a gauge. They're not big enough. They want bigger cigars. Oh, not too big because it doesn't fit in our mouth properly. Not too small. They're the freaking Goldilocks of the cigar world. They suck. So, Corona, one of the last of the Coronas. And I love it. And it's been in scintillating form in 19, 20, and 21. I was a bit disappointed. I got an 18 out. I didn't get the 18 out. D provided the 18. So it's not D's fault because little that D does is wrong. I've worked
it's
that out.
1920.
19, 20, 21. Monte-3s have been
19, 2021. Okay, right. Sorry.
Sorry. I've now got a dictate.
You started talking about 1920 and I was thinking, what is he on about?
Semicolon. So, D picked these 2018s out, I assumed that she thought that she was doing me a favour, but in reality, I don't think she has. So, this is 2018. I can't recall. Saka? Yeah. That'd be an uncomfortable drive home, wouldn't it? The day I terminated you.
Well, yeah.
How was your day, honey?
Home by text.
How was your day, honey?
Don't come home, dear.
It'd be a lot easier if you could still travel overseas because I'd actually do it on the way to the airport. But by text. Anyway, where are we?
I had a friend once. He married someone that we were not 100% sure of. One of our friends was 100% sure that he should never have married her. Anyway, they had a couple of kids. And so he's down here visiting. And the last day they're heading off to the airport, he takes our mate aside. He says, okay, now this is your chance. And he looks, what are you talking about? Well, what you do is when you're actually at the boarding gate to get into the plane, you just say, sorry, I've just got to duck off to the gents or something. You take the kids with you. She'll be stuck on the plane. She'll be gone. You can be here. And you're free of her. Our mate just looked at her and said, don't you like her? He had no idea that.
Mate, we've got mutual friends who are actually, they were coming with us. They were meeting us in Phuket. Yeah. And they hopped on the flight to Brisbane in business class. D and I, X and Y, joining us in Phuket. By the time they got to Singapore, there was a massive fight in business class. She threw champagne all over his laptop, etc. They got off, they were arrested. They broke up. She hopped on the plane, took his phone, back to Australia. He's stuck in, I think he was stuck in security at Singapore airport, trying to get back, but he didn't have a phone, couldn't contact anyone, etc. It's a nut. It couldn't contact us, so we're in Phuket at the bar waiting for them to turn up. And when I finally reached her, I was ringing him, and she answered the phone. She said, "Yeah, I just landed. I've got X's phone." And I said, "Where are you?" And he goes, "I'm back in Brisbane. We had a fight. He got arrested. We drank too much." That's a great relationship, isn't it? Brilliant. Okay? Still going strong to this day.
Oh dear.
We'll be back. And I'm sorry, guys. This is the way we do our cigar reviews.
Pretty much.
Draw's fine. Draw's fine.
Draw's fine. Firmish, but fine.
Oh wow! A little bit of cocoa on that. A little bit of.
Absolutely, you can already taste the chocolate.
You can taste the chocolate on that.
Yeah.
That's what Montecristo should be. That is a perfect Montecristo wrapper, isn't it? Yeah. That is just the ultimate Montecristo wrapper. That's it.
Box press, but nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, not too dark. Spot on. Beautiful Colorado, just short of Colorado Maduro. Beautiful. Back with you at the end of the first third. First third, Kenny, you're shuffling through yours. I'm nowhere near where you are.
Well, you've been talking. I've been listening, as normally happens.
I know. I don't get a chance to talk when Dee's here. No, so it's just quite reflective for me. Anyway, thoughts?
Certainly getting some of that chocolatey character. It's coming through. It's not overwhelming or anything like that, but thoroughly pleasant. I don't know why you think I wouldn't enjoy this.
Thoroughly pleasant. Thoroughly pleasant is such an English phrase, isn't it?
We do speak English.
A British phrase. It's thoroughly pleasant. Well, to me, it's almost like an insult. If someone said, "Yes, he was thoroughly pleasant," I
assure you, this is
an absolute
not intended as an insult. I absolutely bloody love the stuff. And cheers.
What are you drinking this morning, guys? It's only about 9 o'clock in the morning.
It's not. And don't forget, I'm an hour ahead of you.
Oh, you are too. That's almost dinner time.
So, cheers. That's the Tattinger Comte de Champagne 2008.
Very nice.
One of the greatest wines on the planet.
Oh, John S. would love to have been there with you, I can imagine. So give us a taste description of the Tattinger 2008.
Well, I did the formal reviews, etc. And so there's a little bit left over today that I thought, well, I may as well. I'm not wasting it. It's not going down the drain, I can tell you that.
Yeah, that wasn't a taste review, mate. Give us a... Shit, you've dropped your cigar on your lap, haven't you?
That fell on the ground.
Professional people.
I'm back. Look, it's 2008, I think, is the best vintage since 88. And this is just, I mean, it's been released over the last year or so. So that 9 or 10 years on lees, it's just perfectly pristine, focused.
Excellent. And as a segue on this, champagne and cigars work so well together, to me anyway. Do you agree with that, Ken?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Some more than others. I mean, you don't want to. I mean, that cigar we had the other day. That
One Lopez Selection 2s.
The one we didn't want. We decided not to do for the review.
The Ramon y los Gigantes.
Yes. Yes.
Well, it was plugged. It wouldn't go with freaking anything, would it?
Well, it was a plug that long. Seriously, the plug
wouldn't
started.
go with anything. It had nothing to do with the drink you're pairing with it. For goodness' sake.
No, I wouldn't have. You wouldn't drink that. You wouldn't waste anything on that. It was horrible.
Did you cut it down and try to get a smokable portion?
No. When we did the Zoom chat, I tried to slog through it, and I got through to about the last inch and a half, and just thought I was hoping it might recover. I might see something in it, so I slogged right through it. God, I needed to go and have a sleep after.
Can we go back to the Monte.3?
Yep.
It's a lot stronger than a normal Monte.3 for me. And there's a bitter element to it.
I'm not getting any bitterness at all. And I'm not sure it's that much stronger. I mean, for example, I mentioned to you that when we did the Hamlet Zoom, I pulled out one of those Especial No. 1s. And it was from an unopened box that I had from 09. And it was the most glorious chocolate everywhere. It was like, drowning in chocolate. It was just fantastic. I pulled another one out the other day. It would have sat right next to it for the last 12 years or whatever. It was okay, but it wasn't anything like it. So this one, as far as the chocolatiness goes, I put it halfway between the two of them.
Yeah. It is a cocoa-driven stick, but I love them. I think the Monte.3s, I still prefer the 20 and 21s, I must say, over the 18s that I've had. But it's good sticks, man.
I don't smoke these very often at all, but it's not from any particular reason. I think it's a lovely cigar.
Let's see if it changes in that next third. Back with you shortly. Second, third, Ken, much change, much evolution?
It's just been sailing along nicely. It's got that good level of that cocoa powder, chocolatey character.
Good Monty, yeah. It's a good Monty. It's improved. Mine's improved dramatically, that second, third.
Well, mine hasn't, but I think mine was better than yours to start with.
Yeah, it was. I think I'm now where you were in terms of the cigar.
I'm sitting at 92, 93.
Yeah, 92, 93. Nice cocoa coming through. And the burn's nice. Everything's good about the cigar. It's working well. Good Monties. Still not the 2020, 21 Monty, but not bad. Back with you shortly. Kenny, you're very relaxed there. Last third. What are you thinking? Give us a wrap up of the cigar.
Oh, it's pretty much not a lot of evolution throughout it. It had that lovely cocoa powder, slight chocolatey note right through. 92. 92,
Monty. Good. Yep. I'm going to slip you down some 21s, and I reckon they're 93, 4s, 5s.
Okay.
But I want you to see the difference.
Just do as I'm told.
No, perfect. Monte.3s, I mean, they're just consistent. And they're consistently excellent. Everything you want in a cigar. I mean, they don't cost a lot. People don't smoke Coronas anymore. I suppose not that many Coronas to smoke, but they've moved on to 48, 50, 52, 56 gauge cigars. A little bit disappointing, but I'm glad that this Monte.3 has performed as expected. I mean, not every cigar has to be out of the box brilliant, but I expect a 91, 92 performance out of most of my cigars, and it's just delivered. It's just consistent. We had a Monte one. We're going back beginning of the year, Ken, I think it was, and that was I think we got it 94, 95, if I remember correctly. And I think that's where Montes have really benefited from that 19, 20, 21 quality tobacco coming through. They really have benefit. I think everything has worked for them. The quality tobacco, the blending, the wrappers that are available has really worked. And they're consistent in their wrappers across the line at the moment. And I don't think there's a cigar out there, except for maybe R&J. There's no other cigar that really relies on a certain wrapper to make it just work. And this is, as I said, classic wrapper, good construction. Construction was flawless on these. Performance was excellent. I agree. 91, 92, Monte.3. Well done, Kenny. Gents, until next week. Hasta luego.